Hello everyone, this is Dr. G. Welcome to Arthur Guy YouTube channel. In today's episode, we're going to talk about exercise to do after your hip replacement. I'm excited about the opportunity to share with you all the exercises that you should be doing in the first 2 weeks after hip replacement. You don't really need to go to formal physical therapy in the first 2 weeks. It's going to be swollen. You need activation of the muscles, rest, and some range of motion, and that's about it. You're going to be doing 20 ankle pumps, 5 quad squeezes, 5 butt squeezes, and 5 heel slides and short walks. Follow these every hour or so that you can get good muscle activation, get some circulation going while you get a good recovery. All right, without further ado, let's go into the video. Okay, let's start with the 20 ankle pumps. It's easy to do. We're gonna do this as a warm-up. As you can see, I'm just doing ankle pumps, not too fast, not too slow, just a nice smooth motion, just getting that ankle movement so that you're gonna get a good circulation going. The circulation is very important to prevent a blood clot, first of all, but second, you can improve a circulation just so that you don't have a lot of inflammation going on. You don't want to have a stagnant blood flow, otherwise the blood will accumulate or fluid will accumulate into a lower leg. Even though we did a hip surgery, you might be surprised to find that a lot of swelling occurs in your foot. Why? Because you don't have a lot of circulation going on to bring that fluid back into your heart. So, ankle pumps, do that 20 reps slowly and get the circulation. Next, I'm grabbing a towel and putting under my knee to show you this is what you can do to do a quad squeezes. We're gonna do a 5 reps, slowly squeeze and hold it for 3 seconds and relax. Again, squeeze in for 3 seconds and relax. You're gonna do that for 5 reps. Just to try to activate your quad muscle. With a direct anterior approach, sometimes your quad muscle is going to go through some irritation because the approach that we're doing with the anterior approach, there's a muscle part, the rectus muscle is going to be retracted and can be irritated, as well as a blood going into your quad muscle that can irritate as well too. Next will be a butt squeezes. We're going to do that again. 3 hold, doing a 5 reps. Just concentrate on squeezing your buttock muscles. You're not doing any Kegel exercises here, but you're just trying to squeeze gluteus maximus muscle. Just concentrate on those. I'm showing you kind of almost extending my back. You're not really trying to work your back here so much, but try to squeeze your buttock muscles. We want to activate those muscles so that your recovery will be good later on. You don't want to have an atrophied muscle down the road. So we're going to do that again, 5 reps, 3-second hold. Once you're done, we're going to do heel slide. Heel slide will activate a hip flexor muscle, work on your hamstring muscle, and get a good range of motion in both of your hip and a knee. Do it slowly, do it gentle. Try to do as much as you can tolerate it in terms of how far you can go. It might be difficult for some of you if your hip flexor is a little irritated, which is common with anterior hip replacement. Whether you had an anterior, lateral, posterior, I want you to do this. This is applicable to all the approaches. Let's do it, 5 reps. We're gonna do again, slow, just take your time to do this. We're activating both a hip flexor, hamstring, and again, getting some range of motion for your knee and a hip. All right, now we're trying to sit up. During this position, you wanna do it gently. You don't wanna do any sudden movement because it can cause you to have a blood pressure drop, which you don't want to go through. You're going to have a dizziness. I don't want you to fall. So take your time. Actually, try to take a deep breath 3 times after you sit up so that you get used to that position before standing up. So here, my face is not shown, but I'm taking deep breaths before I'm standing up. After I stood up there, I'm also taking deep breaths. I'm just feeling comfortable in that standing position. Sudden movement, again, can cause you to have dizziness, and you don't want to go through that. And now let's do a short walks. You're gonna do 20 to 50 steps here. Going around, maybe grab glass of water, check out something. Obviously, you're gonna be using a walker in the beginning. Here, I'm showing you a glass of water. You wanna hydrate yourself as much as you can. Once you get a good sip of water, now you're gonna go back and rest. In resting position, I want you to actually elevate your leg. Why? Because your leg can get really swollen after hip replacement. Toes above your nose. Entire lower extremity should be elevated. Now, icing. Not just the surgical area, entire thigh should be covered with ice. Okay, that's gonna really help. Do that for 20, 30 minutes or so. Get a good rest before you can start another cycle of exercises. Got it? Well, if you find this useful, you can also find another video without me describing every single step. You can turn me off that way. You can just listen to music and just follow along what I do until you get used to these exercises. If you have further questions, put some comments below. Hope this helps. Have a wonderful day. Take care.